I'm making this video for all the Nikki Haley fans out there. The nomination process is over. In fact, the nomination process has been over for a long while, before even the Iowa caucus occurred. Because Donald Trump has been leading the polls by double digits. Even with Ron DeSantis, Tim Scott, and a few other people, even Vivek Ramaswamy, he managed to outbeat all of them. And that was clearly shown in Iowa, in New Hampshire, and even very recently within Nevada. And I don't understand what the thought process with Nikki Haley is, because apparently Nevada is very weird right now, because just about a year or two ago, the state legislators decided that they want the parties, both Democrats and Republicans, to have primaries instead of the caucuses that they have been using for several decades. So they established the primaries, but as far as I know, the Republicans only count the caucus. In fact, that's actually confirmed. I don't know about the case of the Democrats, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was basically the same thing. And yet, despite that, Nikki Haley, in spite of the rules, especially with the Republicans saying that if you are on the primary, you cannot be on the caucus vote, even though that the caucus vote is what will give you delegates. Nikki Haley just decided, I am going to go for the primary. Now, this could be as a means of saying, oh, look, I managed to beat Donald Trump. And yet that never happened, because she lost to none of those candidates. That was literally the option in the Nevada primary. She lost by double digits. In fact, she lost by a nearly 30-point gap. And of course, considering that she wasn't on the caucus ballot, Donald Trump managed to win the most votes. In fact, he managed to gain all the 26 delegates. And to top it all off, the Virgin Islands caucus, which happened at the same time, which was yesterday as I'm making this video, also occurred at the same time as the Nevada caucus, and all four delegates that belonged to the territory of the Virgin Islands, which is, by the way, this is what they do. Territories are allowed to vote in primaries and caucuses, but in terms of the general election, that's left to the states. It's kind of weird, but the four delegates went to Donald Trump after being Nikki Haley 75-25. I'm sorry, but honestly, not really. There is no way for Nikki Haley to win at this point. The only thing I could say that she may be chosen as the Republican nominee would be if somehow Donald Trump has certain health crisis, or he's convicted and sentenced to prison, which honestly, I don't think that's going to work out the way that a lot of Democrats that have write-ups would actually think it would work out. And it's only going to cause him to increase support. Hell, if the Republicans decide, based upon this supposed notion that they cannot, in principle, have a convicted felon as the nominee for the Republicans, and they choose Nikki Haley, it's all over. Because Nikki Haley, she is hated amongst many Republicans. She is despised heavily amongst Republicans. I do not understand why she's in this race. I don't. It's clear that she is losing. She has lost by double digits, not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times if you count the Iowa caucuses. And I'm talking about the caucuses in the primaries that actually matter. And the very fact that the Nevada primary, where basically it was a participation prize, she still lost to an option where they say none of these candidates. She still lost. How can you tell me that Nikki Haley is the best person to be nominated for President of the United States by the Republicans if she cannot even win a Nevada primary where she's the only major player and a lot of people do not like her? And she still lost to none of these candidates. There's no way. I'm sorry for all you Nikki Haley fans, but there is no way that Nikki Haley is going to be the nominee for the Republican Party. Absolutely none whatsoever. And it's a good thing, too, because a lot of people not only like Donald Trump, not only do they like his policies, they like the vision that he has. They love the ideology. And that ideology is right-wing populism. Nikki Haley represents the status quo. She represents the establishment. She is considered a warmonger. Hell, she is considered, people within the Republican Party I have seen have mocked her by comparing her to Hillary Clinton, the Republican version of Hillary Clinton, saying that she is now called Nikki Clinton. And honestly, you can't get any harder. Honestly, with that kind of image, how the hell do you expect the Republican voter to actually side with you? You can't. You absolutely can't. And with the fact that you've already had so many losses within the states of Iowa, New Hampshire, Nevada, and the territory of the Virgin Islands, it's already a bloodbath. I kind of hope that she stays. The only thing that I hope for her is that she stays in after the South Carolina primary. Because I want to see her so badly trounced that it's clear that she will no longer take political office. She would be so hated. She is so despised by people within her own home state of South Carolina that she will be forced to end her political career. I hope to God that does come. I hope to God that she stays in past South Carolina. In fact, it's just going to be a fun ride. At this very point, she's nothing more than a clown. A lunatic clown, more so than the Joker if I were to be honest, but clown nonetheless. And that is how her entire political career will die. By being a circus act. Nothing more, nothing less. The only thing that she leaves behind as a legacy is idle and complete and utter ruin. Hopefully, this may actually symbol a start for the beginning of the end of the establishment, if not across the entire country, but then maybe at least within the Republican Party. Already, Ronald McDaniel has decided to resign from her post. And now with Nikki Haley being trounced in every election, and likely her career is over, let's just say another one bites the dust. And I hope that people like within the establishment of Republicans, such as Mitch McConnell, further lose their grip on power and make way for the MAGA populist Republicans. My name is Nomi here on The Dark Truth. Please post your comments down below, like this video, subscribe, share with friends. Also, if you have any issues regarding my videos, such as how I speak or how to improve my videos, please post them down in the comment section down below or directly message me. Thank you.
Almost